What is more dangerous than poverty? What hurts more than failure? And why do people sometimes destroy the people they once celebrated? The world can cheer for you today and question you tomorrow. The same crowd that sings your name can become silent when you need them most. But before we begin this powerful and emotional story, please take a moment to like, share, comment, and subscribe to Elvis the Great Stories for more inspiring and life-changing stories. Your support helps us continue bringing unforgettable stories to viewers around the world. In a small village where dusty roads stretched beneath the scorching sun, there lived a young boy named Daniel. Daniel was born into a poor family. His parents worked hard every day just to put food on the table. Life was difficult, but Daniel had something special. A dream. And a gift. From the time he could walk, he loved football. Every afternoon, he could be seen running barefoot across dusty fields, kicking a homemade ball with his best friend, Michael. The two boys were inseparable. They shared their dreams. They shared their struggles. And most importantly, they shared a promise. One day, they would become football stars and change their families' lives forever. Many people laughed at them. Many said they were dreaming too big. But Daniel and Michael refused to give up. They trained under the hot sun. They practiced in the rain. They played when others were sleeping. And slowly, their hard work began to pay off. One day, scouts from a professional football academy noticed their incredible talent. It was the opportunity they had prayed for. Years passed. The two boys became professional footballers. Then they became national stars. Soon, the entire world knew their names. Daniel became one of the greatest football players of his generation. Fans filled stadiums just to watch him play. Children wore jerseys with his name. Millions admired him. His success transformed his family's life. His parents moved into a beautiful home. His village celebrated him. The boy who once played barefoot on dusty roads had become one of the most famous athletes on earth. Life seemed perfect. But success often attracts enemies. While millions loved Daniel, there were people who wanted to see him fall. Some were jealous. Some were bitter. Some simply could not accept his success. So they started pushing a narrative that Daniel is a homosexual, gay. The false stories about Daniel began appearing online. Rumors spread quickly across social media. Certain bloggers and commentators repeated the stories without evidence. Soon, the internet was filled with accusations and speculation. The rumors spread faster than the truth. People argued. People judged. People assumed. Many never stopped to ask whether the stories were true. Daniel was heartbroken. Not because strangers talked about him, but because so many people believed things without knowing the facts. The pressure became overwhelming. Every day brought new headlines. Every day brought new criticism. Every day felt heavier than the one before. Eventually, Daniel stopped appearing in public. He reduced his football activities. He avoided interviews. He withdrew from social media. The cheerful young man who once inspired millions slowly disappeared from the spotlight. Even Michael, his closest friend, struggled to reach him. Daniel stopped answering calls. Stopped attending gatherings. Stopped opening his heart to people. He chose privacy. Silence became his shelter. Months later, Daniel received devastating news. Doctors discovered that he was battling a serious illness. The diagnosis shook his entire family. His parents became extremely protective. They wanted to shield him from public attention and endless speculation. Only a few trusted people knew what he was going through. Despite everything, his loyal fans continued sending messages of support. Michael never stopped trying to reach him. Every day he prayed for his friend. Every day he hoped Daniel would recover. But Daniel remained mostly private. He did not want the world to see his pain. One evening, After months of silence, Daniel posted a short message online. The message quickly spread across the internet. It read, "Why do people celebrate the dead so loudly but ignore the living when they need kindness the most?" The message touched millions. Many people felt emotional. Many wondered what he truly meant. No one knew it would be one of the last messages he would ever share. Just 1 week later, heartbreaking news shocked the world. Daniel had passed away after his battle with illness. The world stood still. Fans cried. Football clubs released tributes. Athletes from every corner of the globe shared messages of sorrow. The same social media platforms that once spread rumors were now flooded with messages of love and admiration. People posted videos of his greatest moments. People shared stories of his generosity. People spoke about how much he had inspired them. Suddenly, everyone remembered how much they loved Daniel. His funeral became one of the most attended events in football history. World leaders came. Football legends came. Celebrities came. Millions watched from around the world. But perhaps the most emotional moment came when Michael stepped forward to deliver his tribute. The crowd fell silent. Tears filled many eyes. Michael stood before thousands of people, struggling to hold back his emotions. He looked at the photograph of his friend and began to speak. Daniel was more than a football star. He was my brother. We dreamed together when we had nothing. We walked the same dusty roads. We shared one football, one dream, and one hope. The crowd listened quietly. Michael continued. When the world saw a superstar, I saw the same boy who never forgot where he came from. He carried many burdens that people never saw. He smiled for millions while fighting battles in private. His voice trembled. Then he said something that left the entire crowd speechless. Please, learn from this. Do not be too quick to judge people. Do not believe every rumor you hear. Do not wait until someone is gone before showing them kindness. People are human beings before they are celebrities. Tears rolled down his face. And tears rolled down the faces of thousands in the audience. The funeral ended. The crowds eventually went home. Life slowly moved on. But Daniel's story remained. Not just as the story of a football legend. Not just as the story of a poor boy who became a global superstar. But as the story of a man who reminded the world that words have power. That rumors can wound. That kindness matters. And that every person carries battles we may never see. So let me ask you. How many people are silently struggling while pretending to be strong? How many lives could be changed if we chose understanding instead of judgment? Why do we sometimes wait until someone is gone before appreciating their value? And if someone you care about needed encouragement today, would you wait until tomorrow? Because sometimes tomorrow never comes. And sometimes the greatest tribute we can give someone is not the flowers we bring after they are gone, but the kindness we show while they are still here. Share your thoughts.